Okay, here we go. Trying to do some factoring with algebra tiles. We know how to factor. Factor is what two things multiply together to make the number. So we got six tiles, and algebra tiles would look like this. So we can make a rectangle because remember, a rectangle is base times height. So if we can make a rectangle, we found two things to multiply together to give us the whole. So there's a 1 by 6 rectangle. I could go like this and move those three over here. And then I'd have a 2 by 3 rectangle. Or I could move this one down here and this one over here. And that's 3 by 2. But really, that was the same thing as the 2 by 3, just now on its side. And then I could do a 6 by 1. So those are the 4 different rectangles I can make with 6 algebra tiles. What about if I've got a binomial here and I want to make it so it's all about rectangles? So I got 2 x's and four ones. I want to make a rectangle again, so I can put this one here and this one here and then this one here and finally this one over here. Okay, so now I've made a rectangle. How long is this side? Well, these are 1, so that's 2. And then this, remember this side on the rectangle is x. So that's x and then a 1 and a 1. So there's x plus 2 on this side and 2 on that side. So I'd have 2 over there and x plus 2 over here, which then turns into, oh, that's just a distributive property. So we're working a distributive factor. I factored out a 2. They're both even, so I took a 2 out. All right. And then this is what we're really trying to get to. All right. We got a trinomial, quadratic, 3 terms. We got 3 different types of tiles. So let's see. I got 1x squared, 3 x's, and a 2. The trick to these is keeping the blue squares in the top left and the yellow squares in the bottom right. So I'm going to move these 2 guys over here. See how I got the blue in the top left and the yellows in the bottom right. And now I just got to move this one over here. I got to spin it around. There we go. I made a rectangle. So how long is this side? This side is x and a 1. So x plus 1 on this side. And then this side is x and a 1 and a 1. So that's x plus 2. So we get x plus 2 times x plus 1. You guys have seen the box before. X squared, that's the blue tile. Oh, 2 x's. Those are the 2 green rectangles. There's a 1x. That's the other green rectangle. And then a 2 down here, which means that we can break it apart into that. All right. Here comes the tough one. All right. Anytime you got red ones, red is going to be a little tricky. You're still going to go with the blue and the yellow in the top left and bottom right. So I'm going to put those yellows here. Now, as I have it drawn now, it looks like, okay, if I move this guy over here, then I can, I'm short one. Well, that's why these guys are over here. The black and the red cancel each other out, so that's 0. So I can bring in as many of those as I want, but if I put that there, it's not going to work because I have one spot. So what if I move this guy like that? Okay, and now spin it. Okay. Yep. And this one, and spin it. And spin it enough. There you go. All right. Now, you want to keep all the reds in a row, so I need to put this red one down here, keep the reds together and the blacks together. So now I can bring in this pair, because remember that's 0. And I'm going to put this one up there. And then you come over here. I'm going to spin both these guys around. And oh, there, I've made my rectangle. Come on, stay there. Up. And then spin it. Okay, I made a rectangle. How long is each side? X and an X, so that's 2x plus a 1. 2x plus 1 across the top. And on this side, I got an X. Now, these are minus 1s. So x minus, I have 2 1s.